Yes, people, it's Dino once again with another episode of Choose Talk. Thanks for joining. I know it's been a long time, it's been a long minute still. What can I say? Life just took over, man. Mm-hmm. But I'm here today with my friend Mr. R. Before I get into this, I've got to say hello to everybody. Those of you that have been encouraging me and been on my case about bringing a new show, thank you. I'm here now doing it. Want to big up management, Mr. Math, Countryman, for allowing me to do my show on your radio stations. So anyway, today we're going to be talking about what's going on in the news with Liam Nelson and his racist remarks. And I'm here today joined with my friend Mr. R. Our views differ on this, and we're just going to go through a few things and come up with a big conversation.
See where we end up.
Yeah, see where we end up. Yeah, so right now let's introduce Mr. R.
Alright, hello people.
Yeah, so sorry.
No, so you said our views differ. My head's a little bit hot on this subject, so I'm going to jump straight into it. As far as I'm concerned, right, people are saying that he should be commended for not doing what he set out to do. Because I know you guys already know the story. So maybe we're going to go
but just in case anybody who don't know, because I know that we're being aired all around the world at the moment. Yeah. So just in case nobody doesn't know, Liam Nelson is the guy who stars in Taken. Yeah, bad boy film, must say. Yeah, big fan of his film, to be fair, right? And he was in an interview promoting his latest film.
That's right.
And he come out. The lady asked him, how can you get into this kind of role, and what makes you get into it, and kind of thing. And he said, "I'll tell you a story." And then he starts to break down an event that happened in his life where a woman close to him got raped, and he automatically asked if it was a black guy. That was his first question. And when she said yes, after a series of other questions according to him, he went out looking for any random black bastard, his wording.
Those are his words. Yeah, black bastard.
And to to take out his frustration on anybody.
No, it wasn't to take out frustration. His words were to kill.
To kill, yeah? That's
what he wanted to do.
To kill, revenge. Sorry, my bad.
Not to harm, not to fight, not to rough up. It was to kill. Yeah. But bear that in mind.
Alright, so back to Mr. R. Talk to me.
So my thing is this. Look, I totally sympathise and I understand his rage at the time, right? Because anyone close to me is sacred, and if you hurt my family, I could understand having those murderous views, but best believe those murderous views are for the person that caused harm. I'm not going to see somebody do something to someone I love and I'm going to go after somebody that looked like them. Yeah? And a lot of people are saying that they can understand his anger, but what you're failing to realise, this guy went past thinking. He took a weapon. If you check the interview, he said he got himself a kosh, which is like a bat. And that, to be honest, I don't even believe that he had a kosh. He probably had a knife or something like that. But anyway, let's go with what he said. He said he had a kosh, and he went up and down for a whole week into black areas, especially standing outside pubs, he said, hoping that a black guy would start on him. Now, that's nonsense. Why would you go outside your house looking for any random black person as retaliation for something that's happened to your friend? And on top of that, how are you hoping that a black person would start on you? It doesn't work like that. Black people aren't like that. So that in itself is a racist way of thinking, that he's going to go out somewhere, just stand somewhere as a white man, and black people are just going to start on him. So as far as I'm concerned, he has a warped sense of righteousness and a warped sense of what revenge is, because revenge isn't killing any innocent black man. But what you say about that, Dave?
I think that Liam is a product of his environment, and what I mean by that is it's quite unique. He asked that question.
But everyone's a product of
Hold
their
on.
environment.
Let me finish. Like to say, is it a black? What color was he? That was his first question. Yeah, because in that time, black people were portrayed as rapists, thugs, thieves, all kind of stuff. So he might have not encountered any of that from any black person, but as soon as something happened to somebody loyal to him, automatically all them things come up because of what's been in him. And I think that's the point John Barnes was trying to make. Or even though John Barnes went a bit OTT and saying the man needs a medal and all that, I don't.
Way over the top.
Way over the top that was.
Way over the top.
But I was getting his point, and the lady that was with Richard Blackwood on ITV, David Pierce Morgan, she was trying to say the same thing. It's not like, it's like these things have been injected in him, and he could have been ignoring them until it happened to somebody close to him, and he feels automatically, right, let's kill him.
Okay, so you said.
So I don't agree with the brother.
Okay.
And I'm not even trying to make an excuse for him.
Right.
I'm just saying this. A lot of let me give you an example. Yeah. We got two kids going to school.
Mm-hmm.
Black kid and a white kid. In primary school, they're safe, they're close.
Mm-hmm.
Then they go to secondary school. Mm-hmm. Things start to change.
Mm-hmm.
Then they go out in the corporate world.
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee you, their friendship now and the way they view each other is very different to when it started.
Of course, that's growth.
No, it's not just growth. Society and the system that we're in shows them and makes them look at each other differently. You see what I'm saying? So, if let's say for example it was Asian men are portrayed as rapists and all that in them days, his anger. And she said that Asian man, his anger would have been just the same. Go and kill the Asians, any random Asian, because it was injected in him.
No,
you see what I'm saying?
No. You're saying basically because of how he was raised.
Yeah,
he's a victim of his environment.
Yeah, he is. That's what I think.
So
I think, I think we all are.
So what are his views? So his views. Do we agree that his views are racist?
100%.
So he is a racist. Okay, that's good. That's good. I'm glad. Thank you, because I see too much people defending this guy.
I'm not defending him. I'm just saying.
He's a product of his environment. So what? Who isn't a product of their environment? Yeah, and to be honest, hold on 1 second. We've all got in our lives multiple teachers.
Yeah.
You got your parents as your first teachers. Right. Yeah. You got your immediate family. Then you got your school friends. Yeah. Then you got your school system. Yeah. Then you got TV.
Yes, system again.
You've got another system as we're growing. But then usually you come to a point in your life, especially as an adult, where you look for enlightenment, and a lot of people turn to religion again to get another type of indoctrination about systems and how we should live and what's right and what's wrong. So I don't make any excuses. Look, not being funny, we've all heard stereotypes, we've all heard racist comments growing up, and we all, just to throw out a stereotype, for example, all Chinese people are intelligent. We've got these thoughts. Black people, some people say black people are lazy. These are stereotypes. They don't fit all. So Liam Neeson, he's got no conscience, because not only did he feel this type of intense anger, but he actually got himself a weapon and spent the best part of 5 days walking up and down the streets looking for a black person to kill, not to harm, to kill. Yeah, for some reason,
I think the reason is because all the things that was interjected in him, planted in him, got roots and grew in that instant.
Why is it so complicated? Because planted in him. Why isn't it that a black man raped his friend, possibly even his woman, because we don't really know much of this story, but a black man has raped his friend, horrible act, and he isn't able to get the actual person who did it, so he's now wanting to kill any random black person. We're talking about what's been interjected and he's a victim. He's not a victim. He was almost a murderer.
Yeah. And I agree. But I'm saying many people are like this man. He just
that
come out.
think it.
I
No,
think-
most of us think it like me.
Yeah.
You know, if I had a button, right, that would make certain people blow up, I would have, at some point, my ex-wife, I would have pressed the button. If I had an eject button, certain times, certain people would have got ejected. Delete. If I had a delete button, certain people would have got me to a point where they just pressed the delete button. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Thank God I don't have any of those buttons. And the power to take life isn't really in my hands. Or a lot of people would have gone by now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, even people on TV with their comments, enough of them delete. So, as far as that goes, we all have thoughts. This guy took his thoughts to another stage, and that's my problem, and that's my problem. That's why I don't want people defending.
But this is another thing that it kind of kills me in a way, because like I've been jumping up now because of what he said. How much amount of years ago? Yeah, and he come out and said, and he's even said, I'm not defending him. He's even come out and said, when I caught myself, this was a horrible thing to be thinking about. Yeah, right. Okay, cool. But we got a lot of problems within the black community that we're not actually dealing with. Yeah, but this one white guy come out and said something he did years and days ago. We're all over it. But what about the things that? How come it ain't big news about what's happening in the black community right now that is not being solved, that we all are aware of?
What do you mean?
This is my problem.
No, this situation hasn't got anything to do with the black community.
Well, all the black people are talking about it.
This hasn't got anything to do with the black
hold
community.
on. It is, because it's like every black person is talking about it. And I'm thinking to myself, I understand. I do get it. I do 100% get it. But at the same time, this has made the news.
Bro.
And everybody jumping on it. But we got problems that have been there for years and days, longer than when this man come out.
What does that have to do with this?
Because we are more voicing, we're on the news voicing these problems. This one thing that this man said, yeah,
because it's big,
right?
And he's famous, and he's on a big platform.
Okay,
and look what he said. And he 40 years ago.
Hold on. Don't forget your thought, yeah.
I won't.
The police are killing black people all over the place.
We're going to stay focused on Liam Neeson.
But hold on.
Liam Neeson 2 days ago said black bastard. And he walked up and down the street with a weapon to kill an innocent black man.
I'm not moving that. But the police kill innocent black people all the time in America.
What does that have to do with
I'm trying to, my point, nothing. I'm in a way, he has quite a lot of things, because listen, he went to do something, he didn't do it, and he's confessing it now. We're seeing this thing live and nothing's been happening, but I'm saying we have a lot of problems in the black community, and this one man has come out, one person,
There's lots of problems. There's lots of problems in every community, in the white community.
But black people are going berserk right now, and I understand.
Most black people, most of the interviews I've heard, to be honest, black people are actually defending this guy.
Well, I don't know. I heard nobody defending.
I've heard.
But hear what I'm saying. I think people are explaining how he might be thinking and the reasons why, but I don't think anybody defended him as it might sound like it, but they're not really. But apart from John Barnes saying that the man deserves a medal, I don't know what's going on with John there. But what I'm trying to say to you is that we're blowing up about this thing. Yeah, this man could have kept quiet, and this man could have kept quiet. Yeah, and the problems in our community would have continued.
Why are we connecting?
I'm trying to tell you.
It's nothing to do with our community.
I'm trying to tell you. He said, I would have gone and killed any black man.
Any black man.
Okay.
That
cool.
could have been.
Cool,
that could have been my dad. That could have been your dad.
Okay,
it could be anyone.
Right. Okay. Cool. If we never heard about this story, 2 days ago, the problems in our community, would it still be there? Hold it. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Problems in every community.
No. We're talking about.
The world wouldn't make any difference.
Hold on. We're talking about black people, because he aimed at black people. Yeah. So, and black people are talking. And even not anybody else is talking about this.
He wanted to kill. No.
Hold on.
People are talking.
No. But it's not like it's becoming it's like a thing on black people again. Yeah. But I'm saying, listen, we have a lot of problems though.
Why are we talking about problems?
I'm trying to tell you.
Tell me.
We're having problems because if this man didn't come out and say nothing, tomorrow our problems will continue. We're aiming.
Everyone's problems still continue.
We're aiming at this guy, and okay, rightly so. But we have problems that's been there for years that we're not tackling hard enough. But this one man has made the news. I'm all over it.
Yes, he's made the news.
You see what I'm saying?
Because he's a celebrity. This is why he's made the news.
Okay, cool.
He's made the news because he's a celebrity.
Yeah.
And he said something that's absolutely insane.
Right.
Nobody says these things. One day, they're talking, mind you, check the context. He's promoting a film.
Yeah.
What helps you to get into character? And this guy decides to go super dark.
Yeah.
Well, there was this one time.
Yeah.
My friend was raped by a black man. So I went out.
So that's his character. That's his character.
Hold on, he's in Taken right now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Searching the streets on some vigilante thing to kill an innocent black man. This has nothing to do with problems in the black community. We need to not deflect.
I'm not deflecting.
We need to stay on topic.
I'm not deflecting.
This guy should have kept that to himself.
We could talk about this. For it doesn't change anything. We're attacking.
He should have kept it to himself. But now that it's out, what do we do with it?
Good question. You tell me. Because we got problems that's been there for a long time.
You know what?
So what's going on?
What? Right.
So what we got to do? Yeah. Good question. Go on,
right. So what should happen? What should happen right now?
Yeah.
Is anyone who was previously a fan of this guy that doesn't support racism. See, if you're a fan and you do support racism, then you keep your guy. That's your guy. If you don't support racism and you was a fan, I say boycott. I say Hollywood need to let him go. I say he needs to be shunned.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah? This is what happened. This is what should have happened with, for example, R. Kelly. But we get into a mode where we look at singers, dancers, actors, we put them on a pedestal and we start to ignore time and time again different things they're doing. Whether it's Jimmy Savile, whether it's Michael Jackson, whether it's Harvey Weinstein. We're ignoring a lot of stuff because of their status and their power.
We're ignoring a lot of stuff even in our own community.
Right, so let's start with
this thing.
So let's start right here. Let's start right here. Yeah? Because end of the day, people are saying, well, he's so brave, at least he confessed. How about this? Let's say, for example, he had a different confession. Let's say his confession was this. There was a time 40 years ago when I had urges for young children. And I used to go to a playground. I had stuff in my pocket with the intent. I walked around for a week and then I just snapped out of it. I went to confession and I told the priest that I was having weird urges and I did some power walking and now I'm healed. Would that sit right with you?
It wouldn't sit right with nobody.
Why?
Nobody.
So what's the difference between a black man's life and a child? Why?
No different. Life is life.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. People are comfortable with him saying, "Oh, you know what? I went around for a week. I was angry at a particular black man, so I was going to kill any black man." But if you now say, "Oh, I had this other urge when I was 40 years ago for a more innocent semen type of thing," now it's wrong. Now people won't support that. So you can't you can't have it both ways. It can't be okay for him to kill black men, but not okay for him to harm children. It can't be okay for him to kill black men, but not women. But black men, but not. Why are black men considered to be like the lowest of the low, the most disposable, the most? It's acceptable to say that you was going to kill a black man and you had weapons and you planned it and you was really going to do it, but somehow you didn't do it. That's okay. That's
not acceptable. It's not acceptable, and I don't.
That's why he needs to. That's why he needs to go. That's why he needs to go.
I haven't heard anybody seriously defend him. Not none of the videos I've seen. I think people are trying to explain basically the issues we have in our world today.
We've always had issues.
Yes, but this is my point. We've always had issues. And they're ignored until something like this happens. My thing is this. Listen, this racist stuff has been here for a long time. Mm-hmm. Yeah, nothing or things get done about it, but not to the level where we're seeing it right now. Yeah,
I think things are improving. Well, things are changing. Things are not so. It's not so in your face racist. It's more behind the scenes, which is still a sign of progress.
Listen, we used to work together. On the buses. Yeah, you can't tell me this country is not racist.
No, I never said that.
Yeah, you can't even. Okay, the only thing that is I would say is not direct.
It's not,
but it's very indirect. You see what I'm saying?
And I think it's a sign of progress.
I don't think that's a sign of progress. If somebody is indirect, I think it's more deep then. Because you know what I mean. You have to work. You don't know where you stand. It's more deep when it's indirect. When it's direct, you know where you stand. But it's indirect. Loads of things are going on behind closed door you wouldn't even know about.
All right, so you don't think it's improved. I think it's improved. But just to tie that in, with Liam Neeson, I know what you said. He's from an era where Ireland was hot.
And that's IRA,
Catholics, Protestants.
I think the whole story is a bit mad anyway. Because what black people we got in Ireland at them times? I don't know.
There was some. There clearly was some, and that's who that's what he was targeting. He said he was going to black areas, so they obviously had that. But personally, I don't even believe his story because, for one, he said that he got a kosh, which is like a bat.
Yeah.
And like I said before, you went out to kill. Those were his words.
Yeah.
You wouldn't go and pick up a bat if you wanted to kill someone. What kind of weapon would you be?
Yeah, something a bit
a bit more serious. A bat. You're gonna club him to death. Like, seriously. So I don't believe he had a bat. I reckon he had something,
a bit more serious.
More serious. 2, he said he went out by himself for a week looking for a black man to kill with a bat. He's an old guy now, but he's quite feral. He plays tough, but he doesn't look tough. You can usually tell an old man that used to be built. He's clearly never been built in his life. He's been skinny, slim guy all of his life. 40 years ago, he would have been the same slim guy. So he's not, I don't believe he's physically built for that vigilante life that he's talking about, going out with his stick to club a black man to death. More than likely, he went out with a group of friends to go find a black man, and possibly they did find a black man, and maybe they done something.
But that's all speculation, because that's all speculation.
It's all speculation.
It's all speculation, so we can't really go on that.
No, of course we can't. But
so because that's the thing going on in your mind, and
because we don't know.
Right. So at the same time, then we got to stick to what we do now.
He's confessed something so strange that he's made me have to go there. Because why would you confess that you was going to kill an innocent black man? Why would you confess having racist views? Bear in mind, 40 years ago. But why would you confess that in that way? That's so it's not. There's no part of us that can relate. We can relate to the part that most humans can relate to. A friend of ours was harmed, raped, and we felt murderous, anger inside of us. So many people I know can relate to that. But what we can't relate to is the bit where you've then walked up and down the streets for 5 days with a weapon, hoping to find any black man. That's the bit that's you've gone to the next stage. That's the bit you've now gone to American Psycho. You're now, you're now about to be in a book and a film. You know what I mean? You've gone a bit far.
I understand what you're saying, seriously. But there's many Liams out there that actually go out and do a madness. Yeah? And it kind of goes, certain things, like there's more racist killings that we know about, that we don't know about. Of course. Happens every day.
Of course.
Yeah?
But it's highlighted here.
Yeah, but it's highlighted here, but we know, what I'm trying to say to you is, we know about the issues. And it's like, something like this has to come up for us to all come together and start talking about it. And I think, why does it have to take this when there's things going on every day? In a minute, this is going to die down. And we talk about this in a couple of years' time. Do you remember when Liam said this? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And while we're sitting up there years and days later reminiscing about this moment now, the issues in our community ain't changed. And that's my thing. We're blowing up about this guy. When
so
there's many,
we should sweep it under. We should not blow up about.
I think.
But if we've got issues in our society, we shouldn't talk about.
I think. Not that we shouldn't mention it. Yeah, but
it should just be a footnote.
It's like. Are you surprised that a white man come out and said this?
Yeah, actually, I am.
I don't know, man.
I tell you the bit. It's the fact that you actually went past the talk. That's what it is. The talk doesn't surprise me.
No.
Like, you've actually got a weapon.
Yeah.
Walked up and down for 5 years. That's the bit that done. We've all talked, but most people don't follow through.
Yeah, but
you don't follow through.
I think many people follow through. We just don't know about it.
No, I don't think so. I think most people are decent people, law abiding, and a small percentage are criminal and murderers. But it's not most people. That, you know, we hear about them, you know, because it's somewhat glorified and seen as being cool or risky, or, you know, it's like that James Bond fantasy or that Batman fantasy. When you see them on a film killing someone, we're like, wow, that's cool, because it's so surreal. It's something that at times we'd like to do. It's like the delete button, isn't it? We'd like to, but we can't, because we're moral people. We'd probably throw up if we saw some, you know, blood and guts. But when we watch it through TV, it's cool. In society, it's the same. Most of us are law-abiding people. There's only a few people that are on that stuff. And for him to make the comment that he wanted to kill a black man, I can understand that. But what I can't understand is that he actually got a weapon and took it to that next stage of actually looking for a target. That's the sick part. That's the bit that most of us wouldn't go there.
It's not about. I hear you. That's
bit the part that's creepy. That's the part that's just weird.
Yeah, but
and 40 years isn't long enough. I don't accept that. That you've gone. If you said, you know, if you got angry and you said, "Oh, that effing N-word," and you even did that, you know what? Cool, have that. No issue. If you said black bees, all of that stuff back then, cool. I'm okay with that. But what you did was on some real, you know, some different shit, man. You did some different. You went different. You didn't. It wasn't, you know, where did you meet this guy? Take me to the place where, you know, give me his number. How did you find? Like, it wasn't any of that. It was, I'm gonna go kill me a random black person. No, black man. Black did this to my friend, so I'm gonna go and do it to black. That's what he did. He took the identity out of black, which is racist in itself, because we're not one. We're all individuals. He's, you know, they're all the same. Do you know what I mean? He's basically said, well, if you're just cleaning up the streets by killing another black man. You're getting rid of another rapist, or you're getting rid of another mugger, or another. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Right. So
yeah, and it is when you put it like that, it's a bit serious, but at the same time, there's a lot more other things we could be dealing with than 100%. This man. You get me?
There's always
there's a lot of things that, I mean, when I heard what he said, it didn't really faze me, because I
didn't surprise you.
Yeah, I grew up in a country where it's racist. You understand what I'm saying? So I remember where we used to drive the bus, it's there. Even in management, it's there. You see what I'm saying? So for him to come out and say what he said, I was thinking, well, that's a bit serious. We're not doing it, looking for the man, looking for anybody. But at the same time, in my head, okay, we have this issue here. It's been here from when our parents come here, from before our parents come here. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And this man coming out and saying what he says now, it's like everybody's surprised about it.
This is how we deal with racism.
But hold on, yeah. There's a lot of problems, like in my thing. Okay, we got the racism thing, which is a big thing, but we have other issues that don't even make the news, that we're not even jumping on publicly to show that, look, this is what's actually going on. We're not. It's like, I don't know. It's not big news, but this one man has made big news, and really and truly, we're making it big news.
Rightly so.
Yeah. Rightly so. But then at the same time, haven't we got things in our community that rightly so need to be aired as well?
And this is what multitasking's about.
We don't multitask.
We don't
multitask. Anybody come out and say something racist, we're all over that.
It needs to be dealt with. I think for progress, we can't let anything. Trivial things, we let them slide, but serious things.
This is the one issue with this is the one thing. don't mean. I'm not.
You can't sweep it under the
I'm
rug.
not saying we got to sweep it over yet.
It sounds like that's what you're saying.
You see, like when you got something like this, it just comes across like a smoke screen.
For what?
I don't know. Something else. We should be concentrating on something else.
Yeah.
And dealing with this.
Well, then let's just.
But this comes up. Something like this comes up, and all of our attention get diverted to this.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, then. All right.
That's almost like a conspiracy.
All right, that's what he said. All right, that's what he said. But we got to deal with this, though. Okay, yeah, we heard it before. Right, come, let's get back onto fixing stuff that needs to be fixed. Because at the end of the day, this is not the first or last guy that's gonna come out and say something. You see what I'm saying, like this or something racist?
He's not.
Right.
He's far from first, far from
right.
last.
So therefore now, why are we giving it so much attention?
Because we need to do something. Needs to be done.
It's okay, but
something needs to be done.
Let me tell you what needs to be done. Yeah, let me explain this to you.
Go on. What needs to be done?
We are not in control of anything in the media.
But what needs to be done?
I'm getting it. We're not in control of anything in the media. Let's just call a spade. Yeah.
I don't know.
Papers, TV, radio. Yeah. Now when I say we're not,
I don't know if I agree with that statement.
Wait.
I'm trying to see where you're going. Go on.
Yeah, I'm getting it. Black people are not really in a position of voice. No. Major voice in any of those sectors, yeah?
No, we do. We have our own platforms.
Like?
Via the internet.
Okay,
via web shows, web series.
What are they?
What, to name a few?
Yeah, name a few.
I'm not going to name a few. I'm not endorsing anyone.
Okay, listen. Okay, look. We know about Sky TV, Sky News, Sky this, Sky that. We know about...
No, there's
wait.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it ain't there. But I'm saying with enough clout, like what Sky's got right now. Yeah, for example, yeah. So we're not in the. So if for things to change, we need to start getting into a place where we have more of a voice to combat or to change or not to allow these kind of things to happen. Right now, I don't think much of a change. I might be like not really thinking smart here, but I don't think much of a change is going to happen because I seriously doubt this is going to be the last thing we ever hear about racism on television ever again. So
of course not, but we deal with them one at a time.
But
Liam Neeson's here now.
But last time it was Mel Gibson. Yeah,
career done.
Right.
Put his head on a spike.
Okay.
Career done.
But
chopping blocks. Bang. Done. Next. Whoever's there. No, seriously. Look what's happened on. Over the last few years. Bill Cosby, Harvey Weinstein, this one, that one. And it's just literally head on a chopping block, chop next. This is no different. He's got a big enough platform, Neeson, and he's exposed himself, so he's got to go. You don't get to expose.
I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree.
Yeah, you don't get to expose.
I'm just saying, like, okay, look,
he's exposed himself.
Yeah.
He's exposed himself.
Yeah, for whatever reason.
So we need to not say, oh, but we can understand this human side and blah, 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 blah. He's gone too far. Yeah. He's got to go.
Okay, cool. The next man comes, he's got to go.
Everyone.
The next man goes.
And that's how wait.
The next man goes.
Yes.
Okay.
Until they learn to...
What I'm trying to say to you is, the way the thing's set up in the way I see it, yeah?
People should be afraid to be racist. They should tremble at the thought of saying what he said on national TV. They should be so afraid of their career being ended, humiliated, and everything.
The only way that something like what you're saying to any extent can happen is when we have a voice within.
Well, we've got a voice. We're speaking now and we're condemning it.
Yeah, we're condemning it, but a voice within the organisations, the big organisations that push these things up.
We're a part of it. Right now, through this recording, we're able to be heard all over the world without restriction to potentially X amount. The size of the audience depends on your work, marketing, and putting yourself in places to be heard.
Right.
You build up to a point where you've got 10,000 people listening, 100,000 people listening, million people. That's how you become a platform. Don't look at Sky and BBC that's already established themselves because they started like that.
You're missing my point, yeah? To do that, I swear about 10 other Liams are going to come through.
That's fine.
Before I get there.
And we'll expose all of them.
Okay, cool. But what about everything else that's going on that don't even make the news, that's detrimental to us? You know another thing that makes the news as well? When we kill each other. When the black boys kill each other. Like, what? That comes on for 2 minutes and that goes. This is going to go long. But hold on, but what I'm going to say to you is...
But as far as...
I'm not diverting.
So many people try to blend this topic with other black issues, and I'm not.
This is what I'm trying to say to you. The reason why
this is what it is.
The reason why it happened is because this is just one of the many major issues. You know what I said? One of the many major issues. We don't even need to call it one of the many. We need to call that the issue to deal with right now. You know what? Once we've dealt with this, we'll move on and we'll deal with the others. But right now, until Liam Neeson's gone, we'll be multitasking with the other issues. But he's got to go. I'm not disagreeing, but I'm just saying we're taking. I think. Sorry, Scotty. I think we took our eyes off things that we're supposed to be doing right now.
Why do you even say
that? Because it's not. So what? He said it. So what?
No, it's not. So what?
In a way,
it's
listen,
not. So what?
In a way,
it's too big to be so what.
In a way, we got this man talking, and another man's gonna come and say the same thing. You get what I'm saying?
So what are you saying? We're not in by that logic, if someone else is gonna come and say the same thing, and someone else, should we just stop? Just ignore it now?
No. What I'm saying is, I just don't think we need to. I think we made it too big,
bruv.
For something that we've made it big and it's going to happen again.
Black people have made it this far. We've got this far by fighting, and I don't mean physically.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but I just think there's
making up noise.
There's other things in
the you know what? Someone could have said to Rosa Parks. You know what?
Effectively,
someone could have said to Rosa Parks. You know what? There's more important things going on in America than flipping seat on a bus. Like, stop being stupid. We need to focus on this.
No, but hear what I'm saying.
And you know what? She stuck with it. And she said, you know what? Seat.
No.
That's how it's got to be, bro.
Okay, I hear what you're saying.
That's how it's got to be.
I hear what you're saying, but at the same time, bro, if this thing here, if what we're talking about here was definitely going to stop with the act we're doing now, then I'm all on it. Yeah. But I know it won't. And I'm not even trying to be discouraging. It just won't.
Well,
because we live in a world where the system is kind of is racist.
Well,
you see what I'm saying? Yeah.
That's what you call
hold on. So when we have, if this, I'm not saying you shouldn't come out and talk about it, but for crying out loud, man, there's someone will. It's not gonna stop the major things going on.
It's not gonna stop.
You understand?
This stuff's been going on for a long time.
Right, and everybody knows.
Right.
The whole world knows. The whole of the media people, they know that racism is not a thing to be down with right now.
Right.
Everybody knows that. But I guarantee you, the majority of people in some of these places are racist.
When you said, I don't want to lose my train of thought. When you said that it's there's not going to be no change.
Yeah.
You mean that?
I don't. What I'm saying is, if this will stop another person coming on and being saying a racist remark, then
you don't believe that these platforms can make a change.
I just think someone else will come and say the same thing and do it again. Like I said to you, we both agreed this is not going to be the first guy. This is not the first guy, and it will not be the last guy. Not. Okay.
But you see, when you say that your effort to make a change won't make a change, that ends up being a self-fulfilling prophecy against yourself. You've got to believe.
No.
You've got to hold on. You've got to believe in yourself, and you've got to believe that change is going to come. As cliche and cheesy as that sounds, I really mean that. If you don't believe in your cause, if you don't believe what you're fighting for, stop fighting.
But it's not
because fighting's not for you. You're supposed to fight to win.
Yeah, but Bob, we're fighting something.
If you believe you're going to lose while fighting, then you're wasting your time.
Hear what I'm saying? Yeah, we're fighting this cause now. Yeah, and we've been fighting this cause for a long time.
But we'll stay on Liam Neeson.
Hold on, I'm going to stay on it, yeah?
We'll stay on Liam Neeson.
Right, so we've been fighting this for a long time, and still these things can happen. Still, these people are boldly coming out with
Of course, because people are individuals. We're not a machine. We're not the Smiths from the Matrix. We're individuals.
You know what I'm saying? I sometimes think we fight this fight the wrong way. Yeah? First of all, I think we should all come together and stand as one. This should not be something that we come together and stand as one. We should always be standing as one. First thing.
No, why should? Who's we? Who's we? Wait, who is we?
Black people.
Why? Why should we stand together?
We should always stand. Because, bruv, yeah. I don't know any race of people on the face of the place.
Why do we have to stand? Why do black people have to stand with other black people? Why can't like-minded people?
I don't know any other
race
of people,
regardless of crime,
that has been attacked like how we have been. In any place of the world where there's a ghetto, it's us there. Yeah, number one.
Well, but
wait. So
brown people.
My thing is this. We need to start building and working together effectively, and not just jumping up and shouting at one man, because this one man we're shouting at, there's many of them out there.
Okay,
and we're not we're tackling one man.
You know what that's
like?
like?
We need to tackle everybody.
That's like at work, right?
Yeah.
With my manager, sometimes I'll need my manager to do something for me urgently, and he won't do it. And his excuse is, "Oh, I've got 20 other members of staff that I need to do things for," and he actually ends up doing nothing for no one, but complains about how much people he has to do things for. To get things done, it begins with doing something for someone. We have to take responsibility and start doing things. You can't.
Look. I don't even have to pull it really, because we got people talking about this, what's been done about it, and what has been done about it.
Well, I mean, some problem. All right. So what I think's happened now, as far as this film that he was promoting, I think that's in problems. Obviously, that will still come out because the film's been done. As far as people that are writing scripts at the moment that had him in mind, I think they'll put him on the shelf. Genuinely, I don't think anyone wants this heat. If you're creating films,
you know what I heard a man say today on one of the programs. It was these two white guys. What's that guy?
He'll be shocked.
What's that guy that does MMA and the MMA?
McGregor.
Not McGregor. There's a guy that one of the MMA hosts. Yeah. Okay. I think it was him. Right. He used to do that program.
Oh, Joe Rogan. Is it Joe Rogan? What am I talking about?
Anyway, he one of the guys was saying, listen, it is exactly what he said. Yeah, he said, if Liam come out and said that story, it's like, if you're one of his friends, you would have said, don't say that one. Just tell me, because I'm your friend. Yeah, I won't judge you. That's what he said. Yeah,
keep that to yourself.
Right. So, what I'm saying is, there's a lot of people that already think like this. Yeah, and I think we're not tackling the root of the problem by shouting at this one guy and ending this one guy's career. The problem is a lot bigger than this, and this is why I go back to saying, to be honest, we have big problems in our community, and we need to start tackling it from the root. You see what I'm saying?
Let me spin.
I think that we need to begin to start showing ourselves in a better light.
Who's we?
The black people.
No, you're not.
You know why I say black people? Because sometimes it's like, not sometimes. We're talking about this right now because he said black bastard, so it's aimed.
And he said that 2 days ago, not 40 years. He said that 2 days ago.
It's aimed at black people. You see what I'm saying? So this is why I'm referring to black people. Yeah, because he aimed at black people, right? So there's a lot of things that we can actually do to make.
And it's derogatory. It's not factual. It's not as if he's saying black bastard as a state of fact, because you don't know if the man you're about to kill is actually a bastard. If when he was born, his parents weren't married. So you mean that? You mean that? You mean it derogatory? I say shelf him. Never hire him again.
But I just think that there's problems, man. We got issues that we can shout about just as loudly as how we're shouting now about this man, and tackle it from the root. The system itself that we're in is racist. Do you understand? Certain things that look at when the actors at the Grammys one time. Is it that the Grammys or something? There were the awards and no black actor got an award. we shouted about that. But why haven't we been having our? Why don't we just have our own awards? It's like we.
Yeah, but you can't.
But
we don't merit. It doesn't matter if a black actor didn't get an award. To me,
yeah.
Who cares? It goes about who deserved an award. Right. Black, white, Chinese.
So hear what I'm saying. The same way you're saying, who cares? I'm saying it kind of similar here because it's like there's bigger things that go on within the black community.
That's my point about management. There are bigger things, but still deal with the small things.
No, we got to do. I'm not saying we can't deal with it, but we can shout. We can shout a lot. Like there's this guy that I watched this video about this guy, black guy that was in the police force. Yeah, and he come from another country to here. I think it was Jamaica. He come from to here. Got himself in trouble. Yeah, in gangs and all that. Went to jail. Come out. Fix up himself. Right. Yeah. I started working with the police. Listen to this. Started working with the police. Yeah. To help sort out the gang crime. Started training the police on gang culture. Yeah.
Right.
These same police now switched on him. Yeah. Basic. Cut long story short. He's not in a job right now, and the police has gone to his house, raided his house for no reason, and took his stuff and ain't giving it back. Saying it and coming up with some story. This is a man helping to solve a problem. Yeah.
Yeah. Wait. We don't know the ins and outs. No. We don't know why they raided this house.
This is what. Hold on. He was helping the police with gang crime. You see what I'm saying? That has not made the news. You see what I'm saying? So we have bigger things to deal with. That man there was a big part. He had a lot of clout in the police force. He training the police. The police figured it all out now, how to get him. And apparently he was saying he was warned about this.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So we're shouting about racism on this level. You got a black guy inside the police trying to stop black people, black kids killing.
That's a lot of assumption. This is what black people do. Make too much assumption.
You've been making an assumption based on the club or knife of what Liam had. Yeah,
no, that's
but hold on,
it's
a possibility. That's an assumption. Hear what I'm saying? I'm telling you, I've seen a video with the man's interviewing. Yeah. The black guy had been interviewed by another guy saying, "Listen, this is what happened to me.
Okay.
I'm not in a job right now." And I was there trying to help the police.
We have to hear all the facts,
but we haven't got all the facts here. All we got
is his own statement, which stands.
But listen to my point. Yeah. We have. That to me is a big issue, a bigger issue than this, because this is a man inside the police force trying to help the police with gang crime.
Let me ask you.
That ain't made the news, you know. That ain't made the news. Why that made the news?
Let me ask you a question. So what if there's a bigger story than this?
That's deep, man.
So what?
That's deep.
Because this is still an issue. This is what we're dealing with.
Why can't we have this one and that issue I just told you about on the news?
Listen, there's hundreds of issues. There's all kinds of issues.
I just think you get upset with what he said. And rightly so. Rightly so.
I was. Yeah? And if I knew about your story, what you're telling me about, I might be upset if I knew the facts.
But what I'm saying, loads of things in our community that goes on where black people are trying to help black people and they're being shut down ain't making the news. Do you see what I'm saying?
Well, so
hear what I'm saying.
You've got a platform, mate.
But hear what I'm saying, though. Hear what I'm saying. We can't be. It's like a smoke screen. One of them celebrities could have banged that man to the news somehow. It's cool. That's what I mean. Yeah, we could have done that, but nothing has been done. There's one man's come out and said something, and we've all jumped on the bandwagon. I keep telling you, it's a smoke screen, bruv.
No, it's
a smoke screen because
that conspiracy theory talk, man. It's not a smoke screen. Look at the timing. His film's come out and he's been interviewed about his film. That's natural. That's normal. Yeah. The person asks him, what helps you get into character, something to that effect, and he's told the story. Yeah. There's no conspiracy there. This is not Illuminati. This is not New World Order. This is just what it is.
But listen to me. We have issues. Would you agree we have issues in the black community?
There's issues.
Hold on. Now, I'm talking about black people because we're aimed at black people, yeah? So, because it's aimed at black people, talking about black people, right?
What was aimed at black people?
What Liam said. Yeah?
It was aimed at the whole world.
How can he take
offence to it?
Bruv, not everybody's going to take offence to it. Sorry. That's a reality. That's a reality.
Yeah, 100%.
But you understand? I'm just thinking about, okay,
we've got problems. Right? You want me to talk about
this.
black community? Yes, there's problems in the black community.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
There's always been problems in the black community, and there will continue to be problems in the black community.
So
but
why
in the same breath,
why are we jumping on it? Why aren't we jumping on it? Why ain't the whole world jumping on facts that's bigger things that goes on in all communities, but black communities?
Bigger, smaller, it's relative. Yeah. I have an issue right now. I'll tell you my personal issue. Once a year, when it gets really cold, the pipes burst from the flat upstairs in my hallway, and I get a leak. Yeah. That's very important to me. Right. Yeah? Right. For you to now say bigger issues over there, smaller issues there, it's all relative.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay.
So, for something that's happening across the world to some black person, I probably care more about my burst pipe. And that mentality is in a lot of us. We care about our own situation and stuff. That's
can I use that example, the leak, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm gonna use the leak anyway, but you better. Let's say you had that leak, and you just saw the drip from here, from in your ceiling now, right dripping now. Would you trace that leak, or would you just get something to just stop the water from falling there, or you want to go to the source?
I know where you're going. You want to go to the root.
This is what I'm saying.
Make sure it doesn't happen next.
This is what I'm saying. We're jumping on this man, and jump on him, But at the same time, we are not going to the source.
After you deal with the leak, then you fix your lock, then you fix the drainage, then you go over there and you do this, and then you do that.
But how long has it been? How long's it been, fam? There've been riots, there've been marches, there've been this, that, and the other.
Rioting's not really
but you know what I'm saying? On this racism thing, we got to find a way to tackle it differently.
Do you know why you tackle it? It's like this: we speak, and we've got to make our opinions known. And you know what? As black, we got to show. We've got to show our nature to anyone that might be racist. You know, you've been listening to two black men. You know, we've agreed at times, we've disagreed at times. We haven't been aggressive towards each other. We haven't. Do you understand? Yeah. So this is how we educate people by showing who we are, how we think, and what we're like. Once people understand our nature, then they'll understand. Actually, they're not that different to me. I noticed that when I went to Cuba not long ago. And, you know, my Spanish is really bad, so I struggled to communicate. But in the little bits that I did communicate, again, I realised that you're just like me. We're laughing at the same things. We're doing the, you know, we're so similar. You speak a different language, I speak another language. You've got a different culture to me. But so what? We're not that different. Beneath the skin, we're not that different. We all want the best for our kids. We all want to live in a nice environment. We all want a nice house. We all want, you know, productive lives. But
then at the same time, like I could stay here with you for another half an hour and really go into this with you. Yeah, we're not. But right now, I keep thinking we keep scratching the surface of a major problem, and I think that we need to start heading to the sources and start dealing with the sources. Like for example, like with the example I used in the beginning with two kids. By the time they get to secondary school and they teach them black history, that's a major change. And their black history is only on slavery in school.
Yeah, but then don't leave it to a school to educate.
Of course.
Don't leave it up to a white system, a predominantly white system to educate
black
children on black history.
But
those type of things should be in the parents.
But this is what I'm saying.
In the community.
But this is what I'm saying. Do you know that a lot of parents don't know their own history?
Well, this is
because hold on. Yes, but who does? People do, but you know what I mean. Not
generally.
Not everybody's even thinking on that level.
Yeah, because people like easier forms of entertainment.
There you go. So my thing is we have
their busy schedule
we have a major
TV, sports, etc.
We have a major bigger things. Like my thing is, okay, I know racism there. I know what it's come to do. All right, I need to find a way of tackling this. My focus is not the racism. My focus is on how am I tackling this, yeah? And when someone blurts up and says something, I'm not going to kind of rise to the occasion every time because I want to be smart and tactical about this. Because when I chop this tree down, it's coming down. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think we got to learn to be tactical and choose our fights. I mean, I like what I know Richard Black was on there and he was talking, and I agree with him and what he said. Yeah.
What's his name? John Barnes.
Yeah.
That was some real Uncle Tom shit.
That
was some real defending master shit, bro. I couldn't understand where he was coming. What was he thinking? He said he deserves a medal. His first words, he was so keen to defend this guy. You'd think that was his.
But I think he's trying to say what I'm trying to say in the beginning. And the lady was.
He said at least he's been honest, and it's not hidden, because racism's often hidden. Right. At least this racism has come out with racism. And I think what John is saying as well. I'm not defending John, because I think that was a bit mad what he said about the medal. But still, I think what John is saying is that when something is out in the open, at least we're aware about it. You're aware about it, and you can know where you stand. But the racism we're dealing with now, everywhere, is indirect, underground. That's what it should be, though.
No, I don't think
so. You know what? I don't think it should.
You know what? Because it goes deep. It goes deep. When it goes underground, it goes deep underground, and then they start getting into ways, manipulative ways, controlling ways to mess up. Because
the reason it's gone underground, the reason it goes underground is because it has to hide. It's no longer. It's no longer fashionable. It has to hide. Listen, it has to hide. No, we're no longer taking our kids and going somewhere to watch lynchings, hangings, and the rest of it. Right. So that's not cool anymore, right? Yeah. It's no longer cool to draw, I don't know, swastika or the racist version of a swastika, and it's no longer good to write racist graffiti. It's no longer popular to just, I don't know, what was people doing, burning crosses and throwing pee through black people's letterbox. Those things aren't cool anymore, and now there's laws against it. So it has to go underground.
Hear what I'm saying? Yeah, you know,
it has to go underground.
Let me give you another example. I'm into films a lot, right? You seen the Predator, haven't you? Predator.
I don't know how you're gonna.
I'm gonna get.
Go on, do the magic. Let's see this now. Predator.
You seen Predator? Yeah.
What about Disney? Go on.
Predator. When Predator is physical, that's not too bad. You can shoot him. Yeah. When Predator goes, you can see him. Yeah. When Predator goes invisible, there's a problem because you can't see him, so you don't know what angle he's coming at you with. That's like this indirect racism we have now. It's gone invisible. Yeah, but because it's gone invisible, it seems like ways are being schemed, to get you in a way where you can't see because it's gone invisible. Like, for example, the housing crisis we have now in London. All them new houses, monthly charges is over £1,000.
I'm still trying to come back at the Predator thing. I'm actually thinking about the Predator thing. No, because if it's like racism, so you're saying when basically,
the Predator is more dangerous.
Why is he
when he's invisible? When he's invisible, because you can't see him.
He was dangerous either
way.
Yeah.
Obviously, the lynching and all that upfront racism. But when Predator goes, we know he's Predator because
no, it's not as dangerous.
It is.
It's not. It's not. We can't compare it. Here's why we can't compare it. I'm gonna kill it with pure common sense. Okay, right. in the visible form of racism. Yeah. Back in the day. Right. We was murdering. Right. Black people. Yeah. Now it's progressed. It's gone underground, which is now invisible. Yeah. To what's the word? To discriminating against black people, not murdering. Yeah. Now it's a case of I want to rent my home. I've got two people, black family, white family. I'm going to rent to the white. That's the type of racism we're dealing with now. We're not dealing with that brutal. No, what I'm saying. It doesn't compare to Predator. What I'm saying. You nearly had me. Hear what I'm saying. Hear what I'm saying. Hear what I'm saying. When the physical, when the upfront form was happening, of racism, there was loads of backlash. Black people were fighting back. You don't really see that in the films, but that is a fact. Yeah, like pop physically killing back. Yeah,
Right.
Talking about slavery. How far back? Where are we? Slavery.
Yeah, slavery. When it was
physical,
physical,
fighting, man. You had to. Maroons.
In every stage where it's been more upfront physical,
enslaved people always fight.
There was a form of combat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, how can you fight someone that owns a property and tells you can't come in there? Whoa. How do you actually if you ain't got, it's not that you ain't got the money. Sometimes it's because you're black. How you find that? Hold on. You're qualified for the job.
Yeah.
But you don't get there, someone else does.
Right.
Wait.
This is
the underground.
Right. I don't think you should hire people out of.
No, but hear what I'm saying.
Out of their
no, but hear what I'm saying. I had this conversation.
I think you should hire.
I had this conversation with a white person the other day. She was saying the same thing.
Because
when she said to me,
it comes down to competence. The most competent person.
You know, she said to me. You know, she said to me at the end of the day. She said, "Yes, me being white does help."
Yeah, because she is aware of her white privilege.
Exactly.
But I'm not saying it doesn't exist.
So listen. Can't get a job, can't feed the family, can't get housing. How are you supposed to fight that, fam?
Bruv, you know what we've done? We've gone into a totally different subject right now.
Yeah, so we're gonna wrap this up now because it has been going on for a long time. But I'm just saying, direct racism. I think the angle that John Barnes was coming at. Direct racism is more efficiently to deal with than indirect racism. You see what I'm saying? It's like on a battlefield. You can see your enemy, so you go and deal with it. Yeah. When you cannot see someone, bro, it's a madness. How you supposed to?
Let me ask you something. Random question, but sort of on point still.
Yeah.
Do you feel anyway a little bit sorry for Liam Neeson?
No. I don't feel sorry for him. I think
he's made his bed as far as I'm concerned.
Yes, in this day and age,
but what a stupid thing to have said.
It's a silly thing to say, and you should have kept your mouth shut on certain things. But at the same time, like I keep saying, he said exactly what a stupid thing to say. So why we jump on it? Why jump on it?
What stupid?
Why we jump on it when we have major other things to do?
When they asked Bill Clinton about smoking weed, he pivoted, he turned. By the end of it, the most confession we got was he took it in, but he didn't inhale.
Oh, okay.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're not gonna.
It could be loads of reasons why this brother decided to do that. He might get thinking, I'm tired of Hollywood. Let me say something to get me out of it. Anything.
But I say shelf him.
But yeah,
put him on the bench. You can't hire him. He's gonna have to. I'm sure he's a rich guy. I'm sure he's not broke.
Yeah, man, he's good, man.
You know what I mean?
He probably had enough. But at the same time, bro, we've got major issues, major problems, and
so we'll do that in the next show. Next episode, we're gonna start going through the issues we deal with. Don't make the news, and we don't jump on it like how we jump on this, brother. All right.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah, as a world, as a community, whatever. Yeah. But anyway, we're gonna wrap this up now. Thanks for listening, guys. It's Dean and Mr. R. It's been good. It's been a great conversation. I'm well late for my surprise birthday party that I'm going to. But catch you on the other side.
Next time.
Love you. Dean and out.
Peace.
You can find this podcast on the iTunes Store, the Apple Podcast app, Google Play Store, and all other leading podcast apps. Just search for True Talk Podcast, which is hosted by Deep Sound Radio. Hit the subscribe or follow button when you find it. That way you'll get a notification when each new episode has landed every Monday morning. Alternatively, you can listen via the website on deepsoundradio.com and click on True Talk in the podcast menu.